Okay, we're going to have a very brief look at functions in this section. You'll get a much more detailed look at functions in your Year 11 course. But basically, what is a function? A function is defined as a mapping, and we're not going to go into too much of what mappings are in this course. It's not actually part of the syllabus. But in a function, each value of x gives rise to at most one value of y. With a mapping, you could have a value of x giving two values of y, which means you can get 2 points on the graph that are vertical like this. So a single value on the x-axis has given rise to more than one value on the y-axis. That can't happen with a function. That means that a function passes what's known as a vertical line test. Any vertical line drawn on the graph must cut the graph at most once. So it can cut it no times, or it can cut it one time. And remember, it is any vertical line. So what I often do is take a line on a graph like this, and that's obviously a vertical line, and then I imagine sliding that across the graph in this direction, and anywhere it is, if it cuts more than once, we have something that is not a function. So for example, here we can see quite clearly that it cuts twice, so this one is not a function. Now if we look at the second one, and remember what the arrows mean here on the ends of the line. It means the line goes on infinitely in every direction, or in both directions. But you can see that any vertical line is only going to cross that at one point, so that one is a function. Now here we just have a function that's just actually given us some discrete points. We look at those carefully. A vertical line there cuts twice, so this one is not a function. Again, the arrows indicate going off infinitely in these two directions, but you should be able to see that any vertical line is only going to cross at the one point, so this one is a function. Now here we're just given some points, so it's a bit like this one. So what we're looking at is, do any of them have the same x value and a different y value? Well, if we look at the x values, they're all different, so there's no way we can have this sort of situation with a single x. If we look at this one, however, we've got the same x value here and here, giving us different y values. So this one is a function, this one is not a function.